I'm going to show you now how to make these larger eyelets. Okay, first you're going to knit two together. You're going to yarn over, and then you're going to work on SSK. So you can slip, and then knit in the back loop, or you can do what I call a one move SSK. Insert the right hand needle in the front leg of the first stitch and behind the back leg. Then insert the needle in the front leg of the second stitch. Wrap the yarn as usual and bring up the tip between the strands of the front stitch or of the first stitch. And there's your one move SSK. Of course, you can just do your regular SSK if you want. When you get to that yarn over from the previous row, just purl into it as per usual. Now we're approaching that yarn over and we want to expand it into a large eyelet. So I'm going to knit the first stitch. Then I'm going to insert the right hand needle into the eyelet, which is basically into the row below. And I'll yarn over, bring up a loop, bring the yarn forward, insert the needle in the same place, knit that stitch, bring it forward, bring the yarn forward, insert one more time into the same spot, and then knit off, and knit the next stitch to frame it. That leaves you with 5 strands coming out of the large eyelet. On the purl side, you simply purl into each of those 5 strands. And your eyelet is made. For this pattern, to maintain the stitch count between these two decreased sections, I needed to have 6 stitches coming out of the eyelet instead of 5. I tried many different ways to get 6 loops in the eyelet at once, and all of them left really telltale gaps on either side. So to get rid of those gaps, I figured I would do 5 in the big eyelet, and then we would add a 6th on the 3rd row. So I'm going to knit 3 stitches, the first 3 out of those 5 that were worked into the eyelet, and then I'm going to do a lifted increase. I'm going to take this strand, so this is the stitch 2 below, the one I've just knit, and I'm going to lift that. I'm going to knit into the back, and then knit 2 more. And so then now I have 6 stitches coming out of that eyelet, and I maintain my even stitch count for this section of the stitch pattern.